you were sharing first about your story with arthritis and then your weight loss story. So if you could just walk us through what you were sharing and also the inspiration behind all of that.
So I did the Abundance Accelerator course with you 2 years, 3 years back, and that's where I learned about pain body meditation, and I started practicing that on a daily basis even after the course, and I realized my relationship with food changed.
Mm,
Before that, I would eat mindlessly, like I'm eating but I'm not present, and I would
mm,
keep thinking about things. So I started eating with more presence, and I realized with that I didn't need to eat as much food as I was eating earlier. And with all the pain body meditation that I was doing, there was a lot of releases that happened. I would start crying randomly, but
mm-hmm.
then I would start feeling lighter.
Right.
And with that daily practice, so I, of course, I did other changes also. I stopped eating after sunset and I was exercising a little. But all of these things that I've done before also.
Mm,
I've tried it before. I would lose a little bit weight, come back to the weight before. But after I started incorporating pain body meditation, I lost 12 kgs in 6 months.
mm,
And after that, I have never come back to that weight. So it's been 2.5 years now. I'm
mm,
14 kgs down from what I was when I started the course. And I've only gotten fitter. And people
mm,
who know me since childhood, they're like, we don't even remember when you were fat. Like,
mm.
it's just, it feels like you've always been like this.
So you just told me a few minutes ago that I cannot imagine myself fat. And that
Yeah.
started with AA. So what was that? What happened in that? Like what happened in your mind that completely erased the idea of you being fat?
I think somewhere practicing that PBM and losing this weight, I don't know, I think my identity changed about myself. And now I look at myself as a lean and fit person. Of course, there are a lot of other things that I want to do with fitness, but I just can't identify with an overweight person anymore.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Something
why you not never returned back to that the old weight as
like
people because they identify they lose and then they come back to their identity. They lose, they come back because
this
life has to
happened
be consistent
multiple
with their
times.
identity. Yeah.
Yeah, it has happened multiple times with me. I've lost weight and within no time gone back to the old weight.
Right.
This time I for myself know that I'm not going to go back to being fat again. It's just, I'm very certain. I'm not going
That's identity shift, right? So, can you, if you're okay with sharing also about the arthritis thing, because you said something that was so powerful. You said the doctor was like, okay, you have to take all these medicines, and you said, I'd rather die of one disease than five diseases on the complications of the steroids, and then how you actually healed that. Can you kind of walk us through that journey?
So I was detected with rheumatoid arthritis in December 21, and I didn't do much about it because it would only bother me on very cold days in Dubai. But with time, I think the disease was kept progressing. So a couple of my family members and friends pushed me to see a doctor. So I went to two very well-known rheumatologists in Bombay. And obviously, if anybody knows about it, it's an autoimmune condition. So it cannot be cured, it can only be managed. And they gave me a list of five steroids. The doctor said your periods will start getting screwed up. You will eventually will have problems with your liver, pancreas, heart, whatever, weight gain, several other things. And he said over a period of time, if these steroids are taken for more than 6 months to a year, there'll be a lot of other complications. I was like, why are you even recommending it? Then I would rather just live with one disease than die of these five, right? So I said, it's okay. I will manage on my own. And I'm also a pranic healer. And my sister's a pranic healer. So she does healing for me. And so my blood reports kept improving. It's not 100% to where a normal person's
Mm-hmm.
results are, but it's improving. And I play a sport 2, 3 times a week. I function as normally. But again, somebody pushed me, a very close family member, no, no, go to a doctor, see another doctor. So I went to another rheumatologist in Dubai. They gave the same list of medicines. And when he saw my reports, he said, actually, seeing your blood reports, you shouldn't even be standing in front of me. You
Mm-hmm.
should be bedridden with this kind of the numbers. But whatever you're doing seems to be working. So, okay, continue with it. But I would still suggest you should take medication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm very certain that with energy healing, I'm going to cure
Mm-hmm.
myself completely. And of course, along with energy healing, there are certain diet restrictions and stuff that I follow.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, mostly energy healing, and my belief that if I heal within all the emotions, because any autoimmune condition is all emotional, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I heal those emotions, I'm going to get over it.
So your reports were showing that you shouldn't be standing, but then you're living a normal life. You're playing sports, you are traveling, you're doing all of that. Do you have that same pain that you were having when on a cold day, all of that, or is that gone?
It's much better now. Of
Mm.
course, when it's very cold, I do have certain pain here and there, but it's much better than what it used to be.
So the progress is, I mean, you would have prayed for that at one point. If it was just a little bit more better, I would be so happy with, I'll give laddus to everybody. And then now you're in this state.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing I realized, Kartika, I think in one of your courses also I had picked this up, how we're not grateful for things that seem very normal,
Yeah.
right? When I was detected with rheumatoid arthritis, it is difficult to even hold a toothbrush and open a bottle of water. Like these are certain things. I mean, it's normal, right? Being able to brush your teeth, opening a bottle of water, doing these things is so normal. We take it for granted, right? But when you don't have it, is when you realize, oh my God, I should have been so grateful for my health then.
Yeah. Yeah. So now when you put the toothpaste and open a bottle of water, how is that now? Like, are you able to do that normally? How?
Yeah, now I can do all of that normally. But when
Yeah.
I got detected, it was very bad. But it made me realize that we take things for granted.
Right.
The fact that we can just walk, we take it because there was a time I couldn't get down the stairs like a normal person. I
Right.
was down like an 80-year-old holding this, holding that. Imagine I'm just 39.
Yeah.
That's when I realized, oh my God,
So
my
this was
body.
a spiritual stop for you to start learning to appreciate life more.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
where you started from, where you've come to for a disease that is autoimmune, that the doctor said that you need steroids for, that the doctor said that is not curable, and you've come like night and day difference through your inner work. It just proves the power of inner work, that your body is listening to your mind, and you're so like certain that this is it. This is I'm sure I'll come out of this also. Very powerful stuff. Thank you so much for sharing
one
that.
more thing I want to share with you since we're talking. So I
Yes.
was diagnosed with hypothyroid when I was 21.
Hmm.
And I took them. It's a pill that you have to take every day, and the doctor will tell you, again, it's an autoimmune condition, hypothyroid. The doctors tell you it's a lifelong medication.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
remember.
took
I
it
went
for
through similar thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember one of your videos. And I took it for 2, 3 years. And at that time, I was not aware of these things. I was just 21. When I started reading, I started learning about the power of your mind and all that. I was like, bullshit, I'm not taking this medication all my life. That's when I was introduced to affirmations. I started doing affirmations, again, making certain changes in my health, but mainly working on my mind. And I stopped the medication, and it's been 10 years now that I'm off that medication.
Hmm.
And blood reports are absolutely normal. I get myself tested every 6 months.
So, what did
And
you write on on your affirmation?
I honestly don't remember exactly because it's been a long, long
Mm-hmm.
time. But I think it was more to do with uh, that I'm confident in expressing myself. I'm worthy. I'm
Mm-hmm.
enough. Because again, thyroid is to do with the
Yeah,
throat.
throat. Yeah, yeah,
And
powerful.
most people who are not able to express themselves face
Right.
that.
That's really amazing. That's amazing. So, thank you for sharing. There's a class happening on Friday. It's called Healing Beyond Medicine. If you're dealing with any health issue or generally want to be healthier, come for the class. Rashmi is coming for the class as well.